as you were getting into your own divorce processes, what I call the tunnel, right? As you're facing the tunnel, what
Mhm.
what did you think it meant to call a lawyer?
So for me, when I thought about a lawyer, was going to court,
Mm.
at
Okay.
least for me.
Okay.
Um, and when I met with that consulting attorney, I just thought it was a one-off thing. Reflecting now, I saw it as more of something that would probably be some sort of partnership that would lead me through that process as we go back and forward and try and come to an agreement together.
Okay.
So
So for
you,
me,
And I guess
oh,
a lot of money.
a lot. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Expensive.
Yeah.
Expensive. So for me, I thought that an attorney, generally, a divorce attorney, would tell me and support. Well, tell me about my legal rights and let me know if I was doing anything right or wrong in the mediation process in terms of those legal rights.
hmm
okay. The reason I asked that question is I think a lot of people, when they think, they'll often, at least a lot of the clients that I've had, will say, they'll say, well, I tried to solve it out of court, because they often try to do that fairly often without getting lawyers involved,
Mm-hmm.
because I think they think of lawyers as coming in and creating, you know, adversarial processes, right? Or they think of attorneys as being fairly aggressive, and they're not wrong in some cases. That like I said, where there are so much variation among attorneys.
Mm-hmm.
But the idea that I had was that, like I said, if you're a client facing, like, what I call the tunnel, you're about to go into a divorce. You don't really know what your life is going to look like on the other side, but you have to go through this process. Some attorneys, as they take you through that process, are like warriors, right? They're gonna like they're gonna like think of it like a machete, right? They're gonna be chopping through the forest trying to get you through the tunnel. Others are more like, let's just solve the issue and settle it as quick as we can. Others are just, it's somewhere in between that. But my
Mm-hmm.
theory is, as you're going through, what I found with my clients is, as you're going through the divorce process, it often isn't just about dollars or cents, or the timeshare agreement with your children, or the legal processes and legal questions, or rights and obligations and stuff like that. What I found is, a lot of clients really actually struggle to make all those decisions, just because it's an emotional turmoil period of their lives, right? It's what divorce and death of a family member are like the two hardest things most people will ever
Yeah.
face. And so my theory is, and I'm not sure how many of the bar would would agree with me on this, but I actually like to think of myself as walking with my clients through that tunnel. And if
Okay.
they, yeah, and I think I often say, as I talk to clients, like, who are considering hiring me, as I say, just think about like who you want by your side as you go through that tunnel. Because my process is, I want to support you if you need time to let your emotions process, because often emotions will drive the legal process, right? As you're,
Mm-hmm.
if you're just angry and you just want to destroy the other party, maybe you're not wrong for doing that, because this is your family, this is how you operate. But if you need to just have time to think through decisions and cool down, then I'm here for it. I'm not going to run the meter on you while you're like, I just need to take a 5-minute break, and
Yeah.
calm down, or I want to talk about how this makes me feel. I'm not a therapist. I'm not trying to be a therapist, but it helps to unpack those emotions, because what people don't often think about is, they think the legal process is very logical, and it is, but the humans making the logical choices are often driven by emotions in the process. And I think if we pretend that those aren't real, then we're kind of missing the point.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll make mistakes, and people will get to the end of the tunnel and be unhappy.